thank everyone for coming to our demo. Really appreciate you sitting through till the end. All the demos were fantastic, and this is going to be hopefully in the same vein. My name is Jatinder Singh. I am the non-technical co-founder of Schaweet, and Mike is the technical co-founder of Schaweet. So just to give you real quick where the name Schaweet comes from, our brand line is swag is sweet. So we combine swag and sweet to turn it into Schaweet. That's where the name came from. And real quick, what is Schaweet? I have spent a lot of time looking into the loyalty cards. I have tons of punch cards and reward cards in my pocket, and I always worry about how do I manage them better. The interesting stats are in US household, average household has 16 to 17 loyalty cards, but they're only managing 3 to 4. Two very interesting insights. Number one, we all love free stuff, so we like loyalty cards, but at the same time, we are highly inefficient in managing them. So that's the problem we decided to solve. So Schaweet allows consumers to really take all their punch cards and coupons and promotion and reward cards and put them onto the app and then really manage it hands-free. So that's one side of the problem where the consumer can now do all the loyalty and rewards management in a much easier way. The other side of the coin is how are merchants right now using punch cards and reward cards. They're really giving these out to all their consumer and hoping that they can influence their behavior. It is a very blunt instrument right now. So what Schaweet really allows merchants to do is really have one-on-one relationship with their consumers, and the consumers will then have this platform where they can interact with the merchant. Not only that, Schaweet will offer a social amplification like nobody else does right now in the marketplace. So that's what Schaweet does. We right now will be able to show you 2 use cases. Number one is how do you manage your punch card on Schaweet, and number 2 would be how would you manage your coupons or loyalty on Schaweet. With that, I'll hand it over to Mike to show the demo.
Okay. Is this on? Yeah? Okay, great. That's too big. All right, there we go, that's better. Okay, so this is the app. I know we don't have a lot of time, so I'll just dive right into it. Traditional login screen, username, password. I've actually gone ahead and already created an account, so I'll authenticate using my Facebook credentials. And once I load it up, this is the main feed. This is where the end user will spend most of their time scrolling through, seeing different merchants, the discount that they can get, as well as some pertinent information about how far away you are, the number of times it's been redeemed, and even saving or adding it to your favorites. If you look in the upper left, you can see the different orders that you can do, account information, typical setting stuff. In the upper right here, there is the, I'll center this. There is this $sign. This is the bank. This is what we call our swag. You can actually go in here and see the amounts that you've saved and redeem those rewards. I actually won't do that until we actually demo that right now. So Jay was saying there's 2 types that we're going to do. First one is that immediate discount deal that you can get. We've been working with the UPS store and looking at doing discounts, immediate 50% off your purchase. So you go ahead and drill down into that merchant. You can get information about the store, the location. You can even share it with friends. But the main thing here is really just signing up for it and registering. And once this occurs, you're now registered. And really that's it. You scroll back, you can see the feed, the status of that coupon. And then you don't need to use the app anymore. I think this is one of the things that is really powerful about Schaweet, is that between the merchant and the consumer, it's completely transparent. There's no need to pull out a QR code. There's no need to print out a Groupon or anything like that. It's completely transparent. And it also, there's no additional actions at that POS. So the way that it works, it actually is tied to a credit card that the account has on file, or the user has on file. And that's what I've got up here in the upper left-hand corner. It's mimicking our API that sits right above the rails of the transaction systems. So I wish I had a physical terminal that you swipe your card in, because it's actually spotting that transaction using that terminal. There's no additional hardware. It's all doing it on the payment systems. And once it spots that transaction, which is what I'll do here, So if we spent $40, say, at the UPS store using my Amex, and I submit that, in real time, it'll actually spot that transaction. And this is a simulator, so it's not going to push the notification. But you can actually get that alert on your phone, whether it's a receipt or the amount that you've saved. So if you go back into the app and you go and again, I would like to point you to the amount $, you go ahead and just refresh that. It's going to actually see that you've saved that 50%. You drill into this, and you can, like I said, see your history of transactions, the amount you spent, the amount you saved, and then as well as cashing out. As Jay was saying, there's also a social component that we want to put into this. And so if the user opts in and decides to use that, they can actually tie that transaction, that event, to your social media streams. If you go into it, and I'll just refresh my Facebook, you can actually see that event occur. And this is really a pro for the merchant as well, because you can identify taglines to that event, to that promotion that went on. Similarly, you can do the same thing with Foursquare. No need to pull out your phone, check in. It's all being done into your card. 1 minute ago, I went to the UPS store. So he's giving me the 1 minute sign. I can do a punch card, same idea, where you would go in, like the Bulldog restaurant is one I just signed up for. You would get 5 for, 5 transactions, you get a free sub or whatever. So yeah, that's the app. Jay, you got anything else to add? Sure.
So just one last thing. This is our app. We're getting ready to release it in the marketplace in Q1 next year. And we are looking for businesses to sign up. We've already had some pretty good discussions with a couple of different merchants. If you are a business who would be interested to be on our app, we'd be very interested to talk to you. Thank you very much.